Hey guys, what is up? This is Stratus Gaming here, and welcome to another NASCAR '07 Let's Play video. This is part number 5. You can see part number 4 uploaded, but by the time this video gets uploaded, that one's already be done. So part 5, this one is kind of sad because there's no audio with any of these races, because just like in part 4, I mentioned my audio was not synced to Bandicam, so, yeah. But, this one we're going to be doing 5 races. We're going to be doing Martinsville, Red Ball, IRP, Watkins Glen, and Michigan. Now, Watkins Glen will not happen in this one because my NASCAR 7 copy, whenever I go to Watkins Glen or Sonoma, the game crashes. It crashes whenever I try going into it, so it's not great, honestly. I even tried it in Race Now and the career mode, and no, game freezes every single time I go on the Watkins Glen or Sonoma. So, Watkins Glen and Sonoma is probably going to have to be skipped because those ones don't really work too well, but I like those tracks, though. It sucks that the game keeps freezing there. And if you guys want evidence, I will show you exactly what I mean by the game crashing. So, anyways, without further ado, let us go in. There's going to be, obviously, live commentary because there's no audio, so I'd rather let you guys hear my voice. But anyways, enjoy this part, and I'll see you in the next. Oh, here we are at Martinsville, which is a very fun track. This was the longest race, by the way, that we did so far. Not much really happened. I don't remember exactly what happened in these races, so... Yeah, Martinsville was very fun, but this is the longest race we did so far in the season. But, yeah. This track is weird because the best way to do this track is you need to shift to the third gear. Otherwise, if you don't shift to the third gear, the AI is going to beat you. But yeah, yeah, not really much else to talk about, I guess. But, yeah, we're pretty much gonna get pole. I'm already gonna spoil it because we always get pole, except for like 2 or 3 races where we've not gotten pole, but that was because errors that I made. But yeah, as you can see, off turn 4, we're gonna get pole. Very easy. I'm gonna move my microphone because it's a little too far away. But as you can see, we're pretty much doing this. This is 18 laps or 16. It's one of the two. Because I forgot it was 18 or 16. Let me see. Yeah, 19 actually, which is a lot of laps. It's a lot of laps actually, but yeah, this one I didn't shift to the third gear until later because look at that, Tony Stewart just got around me. Same with Kyle Busch, and then right here was the dumb thing. Look at this, boop! Kyle Busch just fucking drills the barrels as he tried past me. There was like literally that thing that What If Racing did in NASCAR Thunder Toes 4, where Michael Waltrip did the same thing, except Michael Waltrip flipped. Oh my god, you see Johnson? Jesus Christ, Johnson. Jimmy Johnson nearly flipped over. He was trying to recreate Michael Waltrip's thing. That's a bad camera angle, but, I mean, yeah, that was just awful, honestly. Poor Kyle. He dies in real life, and then in the game, he's trying to kill himself. Like, that's just awful. Jesus. Anyways, green flag's back out, as you can see. Oh, jeez, and Kyle nearly hit me that time, but yeah. Yeah, see, once I figured out that I need to use the third gear, that's when I pretty much got, better and better. But as you can see, we're into the inside of him, Tony Stewart, but it's not enough, so then I think this is when I start using the third gear exactly. I try using the Intimidator, but it doesn't work. So, yeah, you'll see me eventually use the third gear, but for now I'm going to stop talking, and you guys can see it in silence now. Yay! Well, we got about 4 laps to go, and we're lapping cars, as you can see, which is pretty cool. There's Denny Hamlin, which he's way back here. And we have a yellow flag. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Denny, but what was the yellow flag for exactly? It was for Tony Stewart, and oh, he just got loose. Okay, right in front of Kyle Busch and Alvin Siege, I think his name was. There's Bart Barr in the background. That was strange that Tony Stewart got very loose. Like he was running second though, so excuse me. Why am I burping and hiccuping? I haven't had anything to eat or drink. Anyways, as you can see, green flag. It's green, green, white checkered. But there's Kyle Busch trying his best to not win a race. And then right here I did the mistake where I need to shift, which I forgot to do that. But there you go, as you can see now I'm doing the third gear because for some reason going to the third gear actually helps really well in the track. But anyways, we pull ahead, so I will meet you guys on the white flag. Well, off turn 4, we're gonna win. We're gonna win at Martinsville, which is pretty awesome. God, this is just so boring, honestly. But now we're gonna move on to Red Ball Raceway, which I absolutely love Red Ball Raceway. So yeah, Red Ball Raceway is a very, very fun track. But look at that top 10 now. That was a good top 10, actually. No fantasy drivers, though, but yeah, here we go. Red Ball Raceway. This is a very fun. This is one of my favorite tracks in all the EA Sports games. It's funny that NASCAR 2005 and '07 it's called Red Ball, whereas NASCAR 6 it's UPS. And then I think '08 and '09 it's Orchard? Or is it Craftsman? I think it's Craftsman, actually. I don't remember, but it's Orchard or something. I like this track. This is I'm using a custom setup for this track, so I'm using a setup where acceleration is like the best, but top speed isn't. So, but yeah, I like this track. This is like the first track you go to in NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup and the Creamer. But as you can see, we got pole. This one I decided to do a second lap because this is one of my favorite tracks, like I said. So, I say I'm just gonna do it again because I like Red Ball Speedway or Raceway. Yeah, Red Ball Raceway. But now off turn 4, we got pole. Like, not really much else to talk about. Very easy actually, but yeah, we're gonna basically do this. I think it's 12 laps, 13. It's one of the two. I don't remember again because it's been 3 days since I last recorded these. But yeah, 12 laps at Red Ball, and me and Kurt Busch, as you can see, which is great. Anyways, as you can see, we get the lead. I think that's Jimmy Johnson behind me. There's two of those cars, so I have no idea exactly. But as you can see, we kind of pull away, so I'm gonna go silent now. White flag's out, and yeah, we have a 6-second lead. We're about to actually lap Eskew, which is interesting. We're trying to make him an ally, which is pretty cool, but we did make him an ally slightly, which is nice. But off turn 4, we're gonna win at Red Ball, which is pretty cool. Now we move on to another track, which is one of my favorites, and that would be IRP, or Indianapolis Raceway Park. Just like Red Bull, Indianapolis Raceway Park is one of my favorite tracks in the game, so... Yeah, it's pretty cool to actually go back to this track once again, but... yeah, IRP should be very, very fun. Look at all the fantasy drivers. Chuck Loggins, Clay Rivers. That's a lot of fantasy drivers that were in the top 10 and 5. But yeah, IRP is one of my favorite tracks in all of NASCAR. This is actually one of Connor Bedford's home tracks, because he lives in Indiana, so he has the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and IRP or Lucas Oil, but I never liked the name Lucas Oil Raceway. I prefer to IRP. But yeah, this was really easy. This track you can run either on the bottom lane, the top lane, or the middle lane. The middle lane usually works the best, which is interesting. But yeah, this track is great. I do like IRP, and I kind of miss this track being used in NASCAR a lot, but off turn 4, we're going to get pole. Like, there's no doubt about it. We're just going to get pole constantly. And this one I didn't do a second lap because there's no reason to. But yeah, IRP, this is a very fun track, to be honest. This is very fun. Yeah, at this point, as you can see, I kind of went AFK because I actually had to go to the bathroom, and my mother wanted me to help with some stuff, so yeah. But this one was really fun. I don't remember exactly what happened here. Of course, I don't remember because it's been literally 3 days since I last recorded these, and I just forgot. We went right past the finish line, as you can see right there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, this one was definitely the hardest because the AI were actually putting up a fight. They weren't like the other tracks where they were doing that. But look at Johnson, though, trying to show his muscle, though. Jimmy Johnson was really good in the Busch Series, and NASCAR, then he should really copy all this. But as you can see, only 8 laps. This was a very short race. But anyways, we pull away, so time to kind of head, I guess. White flag's out, and we got about a nearly 4-second lead, about 3.5 seconds. So, yeah, this is very easy. We did have kind of a spin. Like, as you can see, the field got stacked up, so there was kind of a spin that happened, but didn't really bring out a caution. There's a guy in pit road, so. Off turn 4, we're going to win an IRP, which is very cool. Walking something we can't do because the game keeps crashing and freezing, which you heard at the beginning. So now we're moving on to the last race for today, which is at Michigan. Look at that, Dale Adams, Hans Good, T.S. Clayton, and Tyler Ferris. And Bernie Lamar was his first top 10. Interesting. Here we go at Michigan. Watkins Glen kept crashing, and I got pissed off, so I'm like, fuck you, Watkins Glen, we're not going to do you none. So, yeah. Michigan's fun. This was the very first NASCAR track I ever went to in real life. I went to here in 2007 in Nextel Cup race. It was a Gen 4 race. This is why I like the Gen 4 cars, because it was a Gen 4 race. Carl Edwards won this race, but we were sitting in the front stretch right next to the entrance of pit road, like right after the entrance of pit road, like where the wall, like the inside wall, like pit road wall starts. And I remember there was an accident on the backstretch, and there was also an accident in front of us. There was a Jimmy Johnson running out of gas, and then Tony Raines in a 96 hitting the wall and just staying on track before getting hit again. That was very fun. But yeah, we were. It was really hot. It was July, I think, or August. It was really bad. But yeah, it was really fun actually for me to go there, and I was able to meet Dale Earnhardt Jr., Martin Truex Jr., Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch. I was able to meet like all my favorite drivers. Casey Mears, I was able to meet. This was right after Casey Mears won Lowe's. So I was able to meet all these drivers, and I was able to get autographs. If I ever went, like, and then obviously my second race I went to in NASCAR was 2011, where we went to Richmond. And then again, I met Martin Truex Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, and some of the other drivers. But off turn 4, as you can see, we get pole, so not really much else. I'm talking about real life stuff than this, because this is just boring. There's nothing to really talk about, but yeah, me and Greg Biffle starting in the front row, which is pretty cool. We usually have a shitty start at this track because we're not really that great. But as you can see, Brian Vickers though is back here. That's kind of interesting. Now this race, I remember something did happen, and it was really awesome. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna lose the lead immediately. We're gonna lose like 2 spots. Aaron Crocker up here though. That's interesting. Right there. I don't know why Tony Stewart did that. He just ran into Greg Biffle. Like, I don't know why he did that, and then apparently that's my fault, which is kind of weird. And as you can see, Greg Biffle's right there. The car is very tight, by the way. And then here's Brian Vickers out of nowhere. Brian Vickers comes up here, and I was thinking of maybe letting Brian Vickers win. But then, look in the back. Do you see the black car behind the green car? That's Casey Mears. Yeah, Casey Mears in the top 10. That is kind of weird. Top 5, actually, which is surprising. There's a fantasy driver right there, and then I get hit by Tony Stewart, which sends me to Greg Biffle, so thank you for that. We got 3 wide, casual 3 wide, which is great. Yeah, as you can see, I piss off Tony Stewart more. Casey Mears, though, is up here. That's kind of cool. Mark Martin's up here, which is interesting, but... And then Tony Stewart, me and him just kind of go at each other, kind of go at each other's throats. And then yellow flag, you can see someone back there actually got loose and spun out, but... yeah, that's just great, I guess, so... yeah, it was Alvin Sieg, or the hell is in that green car, I don't remember exactly, but you can probably see he kind of got turned. Yeah, it was kind of that. It was kind of got turned by Kurt Busch, but yeah, that was interesting, I guess. Green flag's out. We're halfway done with this race. It's only 5 laps. Yeah, Tony Stewart trying his best to get around me, which he finally does. And then another yellow flag. Again, we have 2 yellow flags. This is the most time we've had it. And guess who it is again? It's the green car once again. Yeah, it's this guy. He just runs out of gas. He just runs out of gas. Maybe he got spun. I don't know. Yeah, he must have got spun, I'm guessing. Like, he might have ARCA braked or, like, brake checked someone, and then they got pissed off, so they turned him. But, yeah, then we go back green flag this time for a green-white checkered, so... Yeah, that's pretty cool. But as you can see, Casey Mears, though, is right there. I'm pretty much holding off Tony Stewart because I don't want Tony Stewart to win. He's currently second in points. I'm either wanting Brian Vickers to win or, you know... But there's Casey Mears, as you can see. Casey Mears right there. Which is awesome, to be honest, that Casey Mears is here. So I decide, you know what, I'm going to see if I can get Casey Mears a win. And, yeah, this was really awesome, to be honest. Casey Mears, me and him being drafting buddies, which was always great. And, yeah. But as you can see, we're going to do pretty well, honestly, to get that. So here's white flags out, as you can see. Tony Stewart and me are literally battling each other. And then there it is. There's Casey Mears. Casey Mears and Brian Vickers, as you can see. They are doing that. And then there's me literally slamming the Matt Kenseth, so there goes that friendship that I made with him. And there's Denny Hamlin in the top 5. Wow, Denny Hamlin has not seen the top 5 in a while. But yeah, as you can see, right here I got pissed because I was trying to give Casey Mears a win. And I thought Tony Stewart was going to ruin it, because if Tony Stewart ruined it, I was going to dump him, which I have plans. But as you can see, look at that, off turn 4, Casey Mears is going to get his first Busch win in the number 42, which is pretty cool. And Brian Vickers got second, so that's two of my favorite NASCAR drivers getting a win, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed part 5. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.